it's Marissa from the Modern Austin. I thought I would finally get around to doing my final Accutane video update. I plan on trying to do another video about the products that I've used throughout my experience, but we'll see if I get around to it. I actually did a 7th month update for you. And I uploaded it to YouTube, but for some reason it got flagged. I don't really understand. I was really annoyed, but I'm here now. I ended up doing 8 months of Accutane. You might remember from some of my earlier videos that I was kind of worried about how long I would actually be on Accutane, and even though I was supposed to get about 6 months of it, I was really bummed when I ended up having to do 7 and then an 8. But I think it was the right decision. I wasn't completely clear during those last 2 months, and I really wanted to make sure that I was ready so that I didn't have to redo that process, because that would just be awful if I had to do this all over again. I mean, I've been doing it since May of 2014 and finally finished December of 14, so it's a very long time. And I maybe could have gone 1 more month if I was really wanting to make sure everything was good. By the end of the 8th month though, I was ready. And my dermatologist also thought I was ready. So knowing that, I feel confident, and I'm excited because it's already now the early part of January, so almost about a month since, and so far the results have stayed. So let's go over kind of what that is. I know the lighting's not perfect here, but you can see that this is completely with no makeup on, that I'm pretty clear. I haven't experienced any new breakouts since. I did get one minor red blemish here. It went away within a day, so I wasn't upset about that. I do, of course, still have some scarring and mostly dark spots. I have dark spots around my chin and some on my cheek. But what I'm mostly still facing right now is some milia, and I've kind of pointed it out in a previous video, and I don't know if you'll be able to see, but it's these little white spots basically. They're almost like whiteheads, but they're really hard to get rid of. So what my dermatologist suggested is that after a month of not doing anything, I'm going to use a new topical cream just to get rid of some of these. If they don't come out from that, she'll extract them herself, but she wanted to try to prevent any sort of potential scarring and things. So we're going to take care of that. So I'm hoping that in the next couple of weeks I'll get rid of those and be completely smooth. Some of the things I've noticed since finishing Accutane is that finally my lips are feeling somewhat back to normal. I would say that they're still kind of dry, but I also think that's because it's also 1 degree here right now in Pittsburgh, and it's been kind of dry, but I no longer have to look at all this nasty dead skin that's coming off of my lips every single day. So that is really encouraging. It does take I would say about a week before you kind of feel somewhat back to normal in terms of your lips, so keep that in mind. My skin used to be pretty oily in the T-zone. Right now it seems to be regulating pretty well in terms of moisture. I do still put on a moisturizer pretty frequently throughout the day, maybe twice during the day, but it's kind of been dry in general because of the weather, so I'll be curious to see what it's like in the summertime. But really overall I'm very happy because my skin feels smooth, especially in the chin area was a really big problem for me. I would get kind of more cystic like acne under here, and it always felt bumpy and just not fun. So I am pretty happy with everything. I think that my skin quality could still improve a little bit, but that also may have to deal a lot with the moisture and the cold temperatures and things like that. So I am overall very happy that I decided to do it. And a lot of people don't really realize that I've been on Accutane because I did have that mild but persistent acne. So some people are like, is it really even worth it? And it is. When you do have mild but persistent acne, you feel like, even though it's not super obvious, you're constantly battling acne and scarring and all sorts of things. So I definitely really felt that it was a valuable experience. It wasn't too unmanageable. I, of course, didn't enjoy some of the side effects, but mine were so little. Like I really only just had the really dry lips, and I did have a little bit of dry eyes throughout the experience, and just slightly dry skin in general, but overall, I mean, I felt fine. I felt confident and happy with the results. Mostly I just got tired of the experience at the end. I was kind of just over it. Mostly the lips were kind of just annoying me. This is really vain and silly, but I just really wanted to wear lipstick on Christmas Eve and New Year's, so I was happy about that. And just kind of glad to be done with that portion and not to have to worry. So I don't know what it's going to be like moving forward in the next couple of months. Again, I'm going to do the topical stuff here for my milia, but I do have another dermatologist appointment in about 3 months. So hopefully, cross your fingers that I don't need anything else, that this is actually it. And then I can actually work on improving my skin in terms of the quality of it. So, you know, getting some nice products for moisture and not that I need this yet, but it's never too early to start, but wrinkling and things like that, just trying to be able to do that, which I didn't feel like I could do before because I was still piling on the acne products every night. So I'm feeling really excited, encouraged, relieved, and I'm just hopeful for all of you who are contemplating the process or in the middle of it. Stick with it. I know it's not for everybody. I know that it doesn't work for everybody, but if it is something that works for you, I really am excited for you. So again, I'm not a doctor, not an expert. Again, it's not for everybody, but if you do have questions about Accutane, about mild but persistent acne, side effects, whatever it may be, just leave me a comment. I'd be happy to address those for you. And again, I'm hoping to do a product video at some point because I know that that would be really useful for someone going through the process. So stay tuned for that. But otherwise, thank you so much for your support throughout the journey. Your comments and a couple of emails I got were really helpful and just motivating for me. So I'm glad it's over, but it wasn't too bad. So thank you again so much, and I will look forward to talking to you in the comments. Thanks.